Good evening. I'd like to call to order this July 13th, 2022 special meeting. First order of business would be to appoint a treasurer pro temp in the absence of Treasurer Abraha, and nominate Board Member Cassandra Goodwine for our treasurer pro temp today. Do I have a second?
Second.
Been first and second.
Second.
Who's been second? All
It
right.
already has.
President Smith,
Yes.
Board Member Sampson,
Yes.
Board Member Whit Gagne,
Yes.
Dr. Pickett,
Yes.
Board Member Lacy,
Yes.
Dr. Goodwine. Yes, 6 yeses.
6 yeses. Will you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Nope, roll call has been done. And pursuant to section 121.
No, we have to do
Oh, we do have, now we have to do.
roll call. That was just President Pro Temp.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And we
roll-
skipped over the Pledge of Allegiance.
We followed you.
You're good.
It makes it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Go ahead.
Okay. President Smith,
Present.
Vice President Reiner,
She has an excused absence.
Board Member Sampson,
Present.
Board Member Whit Gagne,
Present.
Board Member Dr. Pickett,
Present.
Board Member Dr. Goodwine, present, Board Member Lacy.
Present.
We have 6 present, 1 absent. And we just did our Pledge of Allegiance. Pursuant to section 121.22G2 of the Ohio Revised Code, I move that this board go into executive session. This meeting is being held to consider the appointment and employment of an employee. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions on the motion?
I do have comments for this motion.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm going to read my position regarding this meeting today. It is unfortunate that I have to make this statement a public statement. However, I see no other way to voice my concerns with the way this meeting was called. I am here to point out the issues I have. You called a meeting after consulting with other members of the board about specific individuals you want hired. The timing of this meeting is questionable considering the factors that led to this meeting. You, Mr. President, know that what those factors are, and I will only point out the ones that I am allowed to discuss. First, you're trying to create a new position that would report to the board. All board members should be part of this conversation, and we should know why this is necessary. The superintendent should also be part of this discussion. You have repeatedly been asked by at least 2 board members to please postpone the meeting to allow for discussion. The amount of information I have regarding this meeting is troubling enough for me to ask you publicly to have this discussion another day. I want this board to be transparent. Your actions aim at bringing a specific person on board at all costs. I'm afraid that if I don't speak up, the reputation of this board will be deeply affected. We are here to serve the public, and we do aim at that. But the actions that we take, even if they are with good intentions, need to be clear so that we don't run the risk of favoring one's friends when seeking employment in the district. And if we were to do that, we would deeply affect the trust given to us when we were elected to serve the people. And I do have one comment from Vice President Reiner, who could not be here. I apologize that I cannot be here at this meeting today. I am involved in work that I committed 2 weeks ago, and I alerted the board president last month that I would be out of town from July 11th to the 24th. I am committed to transparency and the well-being of this district through collaboration and adhering to best practices. I strongly object to this meeting being held while the whole board and the superintendent is not in attendance. And I have repeatedly requested that this meeting be rescheduled so the whole board and superintendent will be part of this discussion. That's all I have to say, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dr. Pickett. I will say that board policy states that at any time, the board president, the treasurer, or 2 members of a board can call for a special meeting. And policy dictates that that meeting has 48-hour notice to be given, 24 hours to the media. That policy was adhered to, And I'll also point out our last special meeting also did not have all of our board members there. Are there any other questions from the board? If there are none, may I have a vote?
President Smith,
Yes.
Board Member Sampson,
Yes.
Board Member Whit Gagne,
Yes.
Board Member Dr. Pickett,
No.
Board Member Goodwine, yes. Board Member Lacy.
Yes.
There are 5 yeses and 1 no.
5 yeses, 1 no. If the board could join me in the board conference room. Thank you. Let the record show that the Board of Education of the Dayton City School District has just completed an executive session during which it considered the appointment and employment of a public employee. Move that we exit our executive session and rejoin the meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? There are none. May we have a vote?
President Smith,
Yes.
Board Member Sampson,
Yes.
Board Member Whit Gagne,
Yes.
Dr. Pickett,
Yes.
Dr. Goodwine, yes. Board Member Lacy.
Yes.
We have 6 yeses. Moving on, we had new business, which is what we just left. We do want to say we had a discussion up in executive session around something that the board has been discussing. Do we have any comments or any questions from new business? We will move on with that new business in our next meeting and talk more on that, that creation of that position. And if there's nothing else from new business, I move that we adjourn.
So moved.
Been moved and second. Do we have any questions? There are no questions. May we have a vote?
President Smith,
Yes.
Board Member Sampson,
Yes.
Board Member Whit Gagne,
Yes.
Dr. Pickett,
Yes.
Dr. Goodwine, yes. Board Member Lacy.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.